Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Veldman Way. Ashley here. Today I am bringing you into a different room of my house. Normally all my cleaning videos are of my kitchen and my living room, but today I am tackling my master bedroom. It really needed a deep clean, as you can see. Blake was out with his friends for poker night. I thought it would be great to get the room nice and clean for him when he came home. I also bought these lamps like months ago and I haven't set them up yet. So tonight was the perfect night to get the room in shape and get my lamps finally set up in my room. So come along with me as I deep clean my master bedroom, and hopefully this will give you some of the cleaning motivation that you're looking for. There was only one other time that I brought you guys into my bedroom, and that was when I did my big master closet clean out. As you can see, I still keep it pretty organized and it is still very clean even months later. I'm going to link that video up above here if you want to check that out when I tackled my horribly messy master closet. Now, I will just let you know that it was one of my first videos and it was with my old camera, so the quality is not that great, but if you want to see one of my first ever videos, that's a good one to see. And yeah, see how I've come a long way since then. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of a dusting of my dresser. I'm so bummed because we bought this furniture, let's see, about 4 years ago, and it is already all nicked and scratched, and of course the company we got it from is out of business, so the warranty that we had on it is no longer in play, so I can't even have them come out and fix it. So I'm just so bummed because I really love this set, but as you'll see, there are just tons of little nicks and paint chipping, and I'm just so sad because it was pretty expensive and I don't want to have to buy new furniture. So if anyone has any tips on how I can try to fix some of these areas, that would be fantastic. I will take any kind of recommendations you can give me because I really want to try to make this look nicer. I mean, like, as you can see, look at all of these nicks and the paint, like that one, that's just horrible. So let me know if you have any tips for me. I'm amazed by some of the random things we find in our room, like this measuring tape that was just sitting on my husband's side of the bed. No idea why that's there. And then I wanted to show you guys this book that Kane made me for Mother's Day. It's so sweet. It's a little story about how much he loves his mom, and it has his name throughout of it. It's just really cute. So someday when he's a teenager and he thinks he's too cool for me, I will remember that he does, in fact, still love me. I'll pull out that book just to remind me. But interesting question. Does anyone else's spouse refuse to share blankets with them in bed? So my husband hates the feeling of sheets. So he takes our comforter, as you can see, he folds it and then he lays on top of it, and then he has that black comforter that he uses as his blanket. He refuses to go under the sheets. He hates the feeling of sheets. He says it's very normal, that a lot of men are like that. I don't know. I just find it weird. So comment below. Let me know. Does your spouse refuse to share the blankets with you in bed? Do they also hate the feeling of sheets, or is it just mine? And there's my little buddy. I can never get anything done without him close behind, trying to talk to me about Minecraft or Roblox or whatever it is that he's playing. He just has to constantly be in my face, always talking to me, telling me what's going on with his video game. But, I do like the company. So, like I said, someday he's going to be a teenager and he's going to think he's too cool for me and he's not going to want to hang out with me, even when I'm cleaning. And there's my little buddy Jack. So if it's not Kane, it's usually Jack that's around me. But as you can see, I really need to step up my pillow game here. Our pillowcases, some of them don't even match. They're from previous sheet sets that we've had. We've gone through a lot of different sheets because I can never find some that fit on the bed correctly. But I really do want to get some decorative pillows just to make it look a little bit nicer in here for when I make the bed. But to be honest with you, we don't make the bed every day. I know some people are probably thinking that I'm nuts for not doing that, and some people are probably like, yeah, I don't either. But so comment below. Let me know where you stand on the whole making your bed every single day. The reason why we don't is just because we get up in the morning, we go to work, or I take Kane to school, log in. We're never in our bedroom other than to sleep. So we just never found it as a reason to really make the bed every day. But I would like to start doing so, because I will admit it does make the bedroom look really nice when your bed is made. Now I'm just kind of finishing getting Blake's side of the bed all clean. One thing that we do love to do when we lay in bed at night and watch a little bit TV before we go to sleep is we love to snack on these Hershey nuggets. They're the toffee almond ones. They're so good. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a sweet snack before you go to sleep. So we put them in these little containers that we have on each side of the bed, so that way the dogs don't get to them. I know you're not supposed to eat right before you go to bed, and it's probably not good to eat a bunch of sugar, but oh well, I'm human and I love my chocolate. Now the fun part, setting up these lamps. I had a difficult time setting these up, as you will see. I had to do a lot of editing and take out a lot of footage of me trying to put these together. And I eventually found the instructions, which I probably should have looked for before I started putting them together. But I got a little cocky and thought, they're lamps. How hard could it be to put them together? You plug them in, you put the light bulb in, you put the shade on. But it's a little bit more complicated, which you will see, but I do really like these lamps. I purchased them on Amazon, so I will link them below. They're the perfect size for a little end table, and they are very, very pretty, but you know, as you will see, like I said, I had a little hard time. So moral of the story, find the instructions, read them first before you start putting them together. Now, people wonder why I call this YouTube channel The Veldman Way. And this is a perfect example of it, because I just kind of jump in and do things that aren't necessarily the right way. They're the Veldman way. I do them my way. And this is a perfect example of that. The thing that was the most complicated about these lamps were these shades. I didn't realize that it was like a sheet, and you know, this was before I found the instructions. So I'm putting it together, trying to figure out how this is gonna go over the lamp and how does the shade stay. Then I found the pieces that the shade connects to, but then the problem was trying to get all this sticky tape off of these rings, because it's a lamp and it heats up, and if I'm picturing in my mind, if I don't get every little piece of tape on, it's going to heat up and it's going to melt, it's going to start a fire, and then my house is going to explode. I mean, my mind was racing and I was pretty frustrated trying to get all of these little pieces of tape off. I wish they would improve the packaging a little bit and make it a little bit easier to get off. Yeah, as you can see there, I was like really I was saying some swear words in my head, and I had to edit some of that out, so you didn't see that. But here are the instructions. I finally found them, and as you can see, I'm still confused when I'm reading these instructions. So it was a little difficult, but I eventually got it. So the biggest issue is I found the instructions, but the instructions were for how to assemble the lamp once you get the shades on. And I didn't realize that there was a second page. So yeah, as you can see, I'm trying all different things here. None of these are the right way of doing it. And of course I had to test out the light, and man, was that bright. I'm going to end up buying some lesser watt light bulbs, because that is way too bright. I mean, I can imagine at night having to turn the lamp on and just being blinded by that. So that will be making a change. But as you can see, I'm trying to get these shades on, which is not correct, but I eventually found the right page, the second page of instructions, which included the correct way of putting these shades on these lamps. So now that I finally found the correct instructions and I know how to get these lampshades put together, I've quickly realized that this is a two-person job because having to line it up perfectly was very difficult while moving it. And so I brought in some reinforcements. I had Kane help me with this, and he did an awesome job, helping me finally get these lampshades put together the correct way. The only problem with bringing Kane in to help out is that he sometimes makes things worse. So he was having fun with the styrofoam that was in the packaging and breaking it into small pieces and putting it all over himself and then standing up and getting it all over my bed. So by the end of this lamp fiasco, my bed was just full of styrofoam. As you can see, I'm telling them, please, please stop. I just want this done. And there we go. Styrofoam. He said it looked like snow, which yes, it did. But boy, was that another thing that I had to pick up. And finally, I got the first lamp put together. The second lamp went a lot smoother because I knew what to do, obviously. But moral of the story, what I found out is first, read the instructions. Second of all, I probably shouldn't put things together unless I have adult supervision, like either my husband or my mom, because I just am not good at that kind of thing. But I finally got them together, and I will say that I do love the finished product. I just need to get some different light bulbs. I will say I definitely make my vacuum work hard. Our carpet is just so full of dog hair, especially in our bedroom, because all of our dogs come and sleep with us at night, and so we get a lot of dog hair and dust, and it does a good job. Does get clogged a little bit, which is annoying because I'm constantly having to unclog it because of all the dog hair and pieces of random stuff all over our house from Kane. But the wand attachment is really nice. I had to get all of those little pieces of styrofoam off our bed, and this did the trick. As you can see, this dresser really needed a good dusting. I'm almost embarrassed to just show you guys how dusty this was. I was almost tempted to like clean it off video and then clean it on video, but I want you guys to see really how my house is. It's not always perfect. It's very rarely perfect, to be honest with you. I'm a working mom. I don't always have time to clean some of these areas. I usually try to focus on the areas that we spend the most time in, and that if people come over, they see. No one ever really comes into our bedroom, but it is nice to get all of this dust off and get it all nice and clean, and I promise I will do a better job at keeping up with it in my bedroom, because the look of the furniture without piles of dust on it is a lot nicer. Nothing is better than freshly shampooed carpet. It's just so nice, and I do really love this shampooer. I know I've shown you guys a few times, but if you're new here, this is I think it's a Bissell, and I've gone through a lot of shampooers because we have to shampoo our carpet a lot with pets and a kid. We're constantly shampooing, and our carpets are white, so not the best carpet to have with animals. So this is used a lot, and I do like it. We've been through a lot of them. I've had previous ones that would just leak everywhere, and so far so good. I've had a couple little issues with it here and there, but overall I would say it's a very good shampooer. We've had it for over a year, and that's probably the longest that I've had a shampooer before it's completely died and I've had to buy a new one. Now I'm getting some of the finishing touches done by getting some of the dust off of this silk plant that we have in our room. I do normally have a spray that I put on here, but of course I couldn't find it or I ran out, so I'm going to need to get another one. And getting the top of our bed all nice and dusted off with some Pine Sol, make it look fresh and nice and smell good. And I will say it smelled amazing in our room because I replaced our little air wick sense thing that plugs into the wall. I think they call it refiller. I don't know what the official term is of them, but it did make the room smell so nice. And when Blake came home, he was so excited to see the bedroom all nice and clean. And he did also really like the lamps, which I'm glad he liked because, man, they were a pain in the butt to put together, but they were completely worth it. It gives a really good look to the room. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I thought it would be fun to bring you into another room of my house and see how I clean it. Like I said, it was very overdue, and hopefully the next one won't be as dirty. But I hope that you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I post weekly cleaning videos, cooking videos, home decor, basically anything that has to do with the home, I post about it. So I hope that you guys all have a great day. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment. Would love to hear from you guys. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you at the next one.